friends, welcome to the Shen Show. I am your host, Shen Briscoe, coming to you live right here in St. Rose, Missouri. Looks like we're about to get in for it, boy. Thunderstorm coming on. But anyway, we got that storm work coming on out there. The rain's about to downpour on us. Anyway, today's July 8th, 2024. Got a happy birthday shout outs going out to Leah Drebes, Lisa Wideman, Wendy Daniel, and Martin Pops Briscoe. So, without further ado, hey Martin, hey Wendy, hey Lisa, hey Leah, hey, I heard it's your birthday today. Why, that's another year gone away. I hope you're enjoying your special day because, well, it's your happy birthday day today. Hey Leah, hey Lisa, hey Daniel, sorry, Martin. Hey, Wendy. Hey, I heard it's your birthday today. That's another trip around the sun that you made. I hope you're enjoying your special day because, well, it's your happy birthday day today. Day today. I said your happy birthday day today. A happy birthday to the four of you and many, many more. God bless you. All right. How about that there Shen Show? Shen Show friends and fans. That's right. We've got Doug Belleville, a.k.a. Steve Clary, and Martin Kelly, a.k.a. Smiley. So thank you, folks, for popping in and watching the show for as long as it takes and as long as you know. Don't you know? All righty. We're going to go into that weather forecast for the remaining of the day. It got up there to 87, and now it's about 81. It's going to start cooling off a little bit, I hope. But anyway, thunderstorms likely this afternoon. Likely, I'll call it 100%. They started dribbling on me while I was out over at the neighbor's house. Anyway, thunderstorms for the remainder of the evening and afternoon. Thunderstorms, some heavy rain this evening, and then periods of rain later on tonight. Low temperatures of 69 degrees Fahrenheit with winds southwest at 5 to 10 miles per hour. Says there's a 90% chance, but hey, we'll bump it up. Okay, rain is likely for Tuesday, July the 9th. High temperatures of 72 degrees Fahrenheit. North to northeast winds at 10 to 15 miles per hour. Chances of rain 100%, 3 to 5 inches of rain is expected. Localized flooding is possible. Well, I tell you, here we go with that sleep mode again. I don't get it. I do not get it. Tuesday. I know what it is. It's just the uneasiness of not knowing what's going on in your life. I'm still steady looking for a daytime caregiver. A nighttime caregiver. Got my daytimes all covered. That's all set up and in stone. But now I'm trying to figure out my nighttime care, and we're not having a whole lot of luck with that. That's kind of driving me a little crazy. So it makes me a little depressed, which y'all never hear that or see that. So you can probably see it in my face. You can see the tiredness rolling in. But anyway, steady rain in the evening. Showers continue. Oh, we're continuing with Tuesday, July the 9th. Steady rain in the evening. Showers continuing later into the night. Low temperatures around 65 degrees Fahrenheit with winds in northwest at 10 to 15 miles per hour. Chances of rain 80% and rainfall around a quarter of an inch. And then for Wednesday, July the 10th, partly cloudy skies and stray showers or thunderstorm is possible. High temperatures of 87 degrees Fahrenheit with winds west to northwest at 5 to 10 miles per hour. Few clouds from time to time with low temperatures of 67 degrees Fahrenheit. Winds will be light variable west at about 6 miles per hour. Thursday, July the 11th, except for a few afternoon clouds, mainly sunny skies. So stray showers or thunderstorms is possible later on in the day. High temperatures of 88 degrees Fahrenheit with winds light and a variable. Generally fair skies overnight, low temperatures of 69 degrees Fahrenheit. Winds will be light and variable, east to southeast at 4 miles per hour. And then for Friday, July the 12th, sunny skies. Wait a minute, did we skip? No, I just read it. Okay, am I sure that was it? Let me check up one more. Yeah, that was it. Okay, Friday, July the 12th, sunshine and clouds mixed hot with high temperatures of 89 degrees Fahrenheit with winds south to southwest at 5 to 10 miles per hour. Generally clear skies overnight with fair temperatures of 71 degrees Fahrenheit. Winds will be light and variable south out of 6 miles per hour. Then for our fifth and final day of our 5-day forecast for the St. Charles viewing area. Partly cloudy skies. High temperatures of 92 degrees Fahrenheit with winds south to southwest at 5 to 10 miles per hour. Few clouds from time to time overnight with low temperatures of 72 degrees Fahrenheit. Winds will be south to southwest at 5 to 10 miles per hour. And that, my friends, is your local weather for the next 5 days. Take it or leave it. May or may not be. Get our yell out, shout out for Rico Murphy. Well, there you go. Hey, Rico. Happy to have you on board. Hey, man. We got a viewer out there that's watching. Thank you for tuning in. I certainly do appreciate you. Going to try to get stuff done kind of in a hurry, the reading part. So if I don't got time to sing, well, I'll at least have the reading out of the way. So we're going to do some Shen Show stuff right now. We're going to do a bedtime story or something for the kids. Short stories for the kids. We're going to do the gingerbread man story. Of course, we're going to try to do the gingerbread man story. And anyway, something happened there. Story of the gingerbread man. What is going on? Sorry. Sorry. Story of the gingerbread man. Catch me as fast as you can. Don't try to outrun the gingerbread man. All right, here we go. You all right? Hey, kiddos, jump up on the couch or jump up on the bed. Wherever it is you rest or sleep, you live ahead. Because TV Grandpa is going to lull you off to sleep with another bedtime story treat. So here we go. There once was a queen who had no children, and it gave. What? That's Snow White. It's not the gingerbread man. Oh, I see. I see what I did. Oh, hi. One day, the cook went into the kitchen to make some gingerbread. She looked, she took some flour and some water, and she traced and some charcoal and ginger, and she mixed them all together. Well, and she mixed it quite well, and she put in some more water to make it thin. And then she some more flour to make it a little thicker, and a little salt and some spices. And then she rolled it out onto a pan into a smooth, beautiful, dark yellow dough. Then she took the square tin and she cut out some square cakes for the little boys and girls, and with some square cakes for the boys and round ones for the girls. Alright, and then she said to herself, I'm going to make a little gingerbread man for little Bobby. So she took a nice round lump of dough for his body and a smaller lump for his head, which she pulled out a little for the neck, and two other lumps were stuck on beneath for legs and were pulled out into proper shape. And then with feet and long toes, all complete, and still two smaller pieces were made into arms with dear little hands and fingers. Just took your time to make it look right. Well, I ain't gonna go nowhere. So, but the nice work was done on the nicest work was done on the head. For the top was teased up into a pretty shaggy hair, and on either side was made a dear little ear. And in the front, after the nose had been carefully mounted, a beautiful mouth was made from big raisins, and two bright little eyes with burnt almond and caraway seeds. Then the gingerbread man was finished and ready to bake, and a very jolly little man he was. In fact, he looks so sly that the cook was afraid he was plotting something mischievous. And when the batter was ready for the oven, she put in the square cakes and she put in the round cakes, and then she put in the little gingerbread man in a far back corner where he couldn't get away in a hurry. Well, then she went on to sweep the parlor, and she swept on and she swept till the clock struck 12. And then she dropped the broom in a hurry and exclaimed, Oh, locks, the gingerbread will be all baked to cinders. And she ran down into the kitchen and then she threw open the oven door. And the square cakes were all done, nice and hard and brown. And the round cakes were all done, nice and hard and brown. And the gingerbread man was all done too, nice and hard and brown. And he was standing up in his corner with his little caraway seed eyes sparkling and his raisin mouth bubbling over with mischief. And while he waited for the oven door to be opened, the instant the door was opened, with a hop and a skip and a jump, he went right out over the square cakes and the round cakes and over the cook's arm. And before she could say, Jack Robinson, he was running across the kitchen floor, and as fast as his little legs could carry him towards the back door, which was standing wide open, and though through it and watched, watch, which he could see the garden path. Through it, he could see the garden path, and he says, "Run, run, run as fast as you can. You can't catch me. I'm the gingerbread man." Well, the old cook turned around as fast as she could, which wasn't very fast at all, for she was a rather heavy woman, and she had been quite taken by surprise. And she saw laying right across the doorway, fast asleep in the sun, old Mouser the cat. Well, old Mouser, 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 she cried out, "Stop the gingerbread man. I want him for little Bobby." And when the cook first called, Mouser thought it was only someone calling in her dreams, and simply rolled over lazily. And the cook called out again, "Mouser, Mouser." The old cat sprang up with a jump. But just as she turned around to ask the cook what all the noise was about, the little gingerbread man cleverly jumped under her tail and in an instant was trotting down the garden walk. Now Mouser turned in a hurry and she ran after uh, the, and although she was still rather too sleepy to know what it was, she saw when she was supposed to be trying to catch. And after the cat came the cook, lumbering along rather heavily, but also making a pretty good speed. So now at the bottom of the walk, lying fast asleep in the sun against the warm stones of the garden, was Trouser, the dog. And the cook called out, "Trouser, Trouser, stop the gingerbread man. I want him for little Bobby." Well, when Trouser first heard her calling, he thought it was someone speaking in his dreams, and he only turned over on his side with another snore. And then the cook called again, "Trouser, Trouser, stop him, stop him." Then the dog woke up in a good earnest and jumped up on his feet to see what it was all about. That the uh, that she should stop. But just as the dog jumped up, the little gingerbread man, who had been watching for the chance, quietly slipped between his legs and climbed up on the top of the stone wall. So the trouser saw nothing but the cat running towards him and down the walk, and behind the cat, the cook, and now quite out of breath. "Now run, 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 fast as you can. You can't catch me. I'm the gingerbread man," cried out the gingerbread man as he ran. And he thought that at once that the cat must have stolen something, and that it was the cat that the cook wanted him to stop. Now, if there was anything that Chowser liked, it was going after that cat. And he jumped on the wall so fiercely that the poor cat did not have time to stop herself or to get out of the way, and they came together with a great fizzle, and the fuzzing, and the barking, and the meowing, and the howling, and the hissing, and the scratching, and biting, as if a couple of Catherine wheels had gone off in the wrong way and had gotten mixed up with one another. But the old cook had been running so hard that she was not able to stop herself any better than the cat had done. And she fell right on top of the mixed up dog and cat, so that all three rolled over on the walk in a heap together. And that the cat scratched whichever came nearest, and whether it was a piece of dog or a piece of the cook, and the dog bit at whatever came nearest, whether it was a piece of the cat or a piece of the cook, and so that the poor cook was badly, pummeled on both sides. Now, meanwhile, the gingerbread man had climbed up on the garden wall, and he stood on top with his hands in his pockets, looking at the scrimmage. And he laughed, and then the tears ran down from his little caraway seed eyes, and his raisin mouth was bubbling over with fun. Run, 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 just as fast as you can. You can't catch me, I'm the gingerbread man. Well, after a little while, the cat managed to pull herself out from under the cook, and the dog, in a very cast down and crumpled up looking cat she had had enough of hunting gingerbread men, and she crept back to the kitchen to repair damages. Now the dog was very cross because his face had been badly scratched up. Let go of the cook, as and at last, catching sight of the gingerbread man. Well, he made a bolt for the garden wall, and the cook picked herself up, and although her face was also badly scratched and her dress was torn, she was determined to see the end of the chase, and she followed after the dog through, and though this time most slowly. And when the gingerbread man saw the dog coming, he jumped down on the far side of the wall and began running across the field. Now, in the middle of the field was a tree, and at the foot of the tree was lying Jocko, the monkey, and he wasn't asleep because monkeys never are. And when he saw the little man running across the field and heard the cook calling, Jocko, Jocko, stop the gingerbread man, he at once gave one big jump. But he jumped so fast and so far that he went right over the top of gingerbread man. And as luck would have it, he came down on the back of Trouser, the dog, who had just scrambled over the wall and whom he had not before noticed. Now Trouser was naturally taken by surprise, but he turned his head around and promptly bit off the ear of the monkey's tail, of the end of the monkey's tail. Now, Jake Jocko quickly jumped off again, chattering in his indignations. Now, meanwhile, the gingerbread man had got to the bottom of the tree and was saying to himself, now I know the dog can't climb a tree, and I don't believe the old cook can climb a tree. And as far as the monkey, I'm not sure, for I've never seen a monkey before, but I am going up the tree. And so he pulled himself up hand over hand until he had got to the topmost branch. Climb, climb, climb as fast as you can. You can't catch me. I'm the gingerbread man. But the monkey had jumped with one spring onto the top, lowest branch, and in an instant he also was at the top of the tree, and the gingerbread man crawled out to the furthermost end of the branch and hung by one hand. But the monkey swung himself under the branch, and snatching out his long arm, he pulled the gingerbread man in. And then he held him up, and he looked at him so hungrily that the little raisin mouth began to pucker down at the corners, and the caraway seed eyes filled with tears. And then, what do you think happened? Why, little Billy himself came running up. He had been taking his noonday nap upstairs, and in his dreams it seemed as if he kept hearing people calling, Little Billy, until finally he jumped up with a start and was sure that someone was calling him. and then he ran downstairs without even waiting to pull on his shoes. And he came down, and he could see through the window in the field beyond the garden the cook and the dog and the monkey, and he could even hear the barking of Towser and chattering of Jocko. He scampered down the walk with his little bare feet patting against the warm gravel, climbed over the wall, and in a few seconds arrived under the tree, just as Jocko was holding up the poor little gingerbread man. Drop it, Jocko, called Bobby. And drop it, Jocko did, for he always had to mind Bobby. And so he dropped it so straight that the ginger man fell right into Bobby's uplifted pinafore. Then Bobby held him up to look at him, and the little raisin mouth puckered down with lower than ever, and the tears ran right out of his caraway seed eyes. But Bobby was too hungry to mind gingerbread man tears, and he gave one big bite and swallowed and down both legs and the piece of the body. Oh, said the gingerbread man, I am one third gone. But Bobby gave a second bite and swallowed the rest of the body and then the arms. Oh, said the gingerbread man, I'm two-thirds gone. And then Bobby gave a third bite and gulped down the head. Oh, said the gingerbread man, I'm all gone. And so, as to that, that was the end of the story. Run, run, run as fast as you can. Can you really beat the gingerbread man? Apparently, no. All right. Hey, I stayed awake. We're going to go ahead and do the daily bread portion of the program. It's going to be brought to you today by the Bible with Briscoe 2024. The Bible with Briscoe 2024 is daily reading of the Bible to be completed within 1 year. Today's devotion reading, I'm sorry, today's reading in the Bible with Briscoe 2024 will be Job 36 through 37 and Acts 15, 22 through 41. Serving Jesus is today's daily bread portion of the program, and our scripture and insight for today's uh, message, Serving Jesus, will be Matthew 25, 31 through 40. So here we go. Without further ado, 9 verses for you. Matthew 25, 31 through 40. The sheep and the goats. When the Son of Man comes in his glory, and all the angels with him, he will sit on his glorious throne, and all the nations will gather before him, and he will separate the people from one another, as the shepherd separates the sheep from the goats. And he will put the sheep on his right and the goats on his left. And then the king will say to those on his right, come, you who are blessed by my Father, take your inheritance, the kingdom prepared for you since the creation of the world. For I was hungry, and you gave me something to eat. I was thirsty, and you gave me something to drink, and I was a stranger, and you invited me in. I needed clothes, and you clothed me. I was sick, and you looked after me. I was in prison, and you came to visit me. Then the righteous will answer him, ah, Lord, when did I see you hungry, and feed you, or thirsty, and give you something to drink? And when did we see you a stranger and invite you into our needing, invite you in, or needing clothes and clothe you? And when did we see you sick or in prison and go to visit you? Well, the king will reply, truly I tell you, whatever you did for one of the least of these brothers and sisters of mine, you did for me. So remember that, folks. Be on your guard to make sure you're doing all of these things to folks around you, because as long as you're doing them for them, we don't know what Jesus may appear to be like. He might look just like somebody that's off the street that needs something to eat, or a little drink of water because they're thirsty, or a little help by having a place to live. So there you have it. That there would be serving Jesus. Again, this was brought to you today by the Bible with Briscoe 2024. Daily reading of the Bible to be completed within 1 year. I'd like to thank you folks for tuning into the daily break portion of the program. Alrighty then. Hey, now we'll do a song or two. Was doing a little bit of one earlier with my daytime caregiver, uh, Alicia. Yeah, that's who was here today. We were doing. I'm gonna get you. Both like me. They all like me, and then again. Well, I'm gonna find you. I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna find you. Song lyrics: I'm gonna get you, get you, get you. One way or another. I said, oh, one way or another. I'm gonna find you. I'm gonna get you, get you, get you, get you one way or another. I'm gonna win you. I'm gonna get you, get you, get you, get you, yeah. One way or another. I'm gonna get see ya. I'm gonna meet ya. I'll meet ya one day, or maybe next week. I'm gonna meet ya. I'm gonna meet you, yeah, I'll meet ya. I will drive past your house, and the lights are dialed down low, and I'll see who's around. And one way or another, I'm going to find you. I'm going to meet you. I'm going to meet you one way or another. I'm going to win you. Oh, yeah, we'll get you. Oh, one way or another. I'm going to see you. I'm going to meet you. I'm meet you one day or maybe next week. I'm going to meet you. I'm going to meet you. And if the lights are out, I'll follow your bus stay downtown to see who's hanging out. And one way or another, I'm going to lose you. I'm going to give you to the slip and a slip up the hip or another. I'm going to lose you. I'm going to trick you. I'll trick you one way or another. I'm going to lose you. I want to kick, trick. I like you. I trick you. I trick you one way or another. I'm going to lose you. I'm going to give you the slip. And I'll walk down to the mall, stand over by the wall. And when I can see it all, oh, I'll find out who you call. Oh, I'll lead you to the supermarket, check out some special and rat food. Get lost in the crowd in one way or another. I want to get you. Yeah, I'll get you on the way. Over and over there. Well, that sounds like she's going to jump up and murder somebody on the count. They didn't pay enough attention to her or something. Boy, boy, boy. Ah, ha, ha, ba, 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 ba. Blondie. I said a blue baby, a blue baby. We're gonna try this one. We're gonna try this. It's, should I stay or should I go? Darling, you got to let me know. Should I stay or should I go? Should I stay or should I go now? If you stay, then you're mine. I'll hear till the end of time. So you got to let me know. Should I stay or should I go? It's always tease, tease. You're happy when I'm on my knees. One day is fine and the next is black. So if you want me off your back, well, come on and let me know. Should I stay or should I go? Should I stay or should I go now? Should I stay or should I go now? If I go, there'll be trouble. And if I stay, it will be double. So come on and let me know. Well, and the decision bugging me. East, yeah, that's the indecision modalistic. If you don't want me, set me free. Exactly who I'm supposed to be. Now don't you know which clothes even fit me? I said, come on and let me know. Should I stay or should I go? I said, should I stay or should I go now? Should I stay or should I go? If I go, there will be trouble. And if I stay, it will be double. So you gotta let me know. Or should I stay or should I go? Should I stay or should I go now? And if I go, there'll be trouble. But if I stay, it will be double. Should I stay or should I go now? I said, should I stay or should I go? All right. All right. Hey, that's it. What's going on this week? We got to take a look. Take a look at what's going on this week. Um, Fighting, if you're out in the O'Fallon area and you'd like to go to a free concert, how about Civic Park Bandstand, 305 Civic Park on July the 9th? That'll be tomorrow, Tuesday, July the 9th. The O'Fallon Jamming Concert Series. Join us for free concerts on Tuesday evenings this summer. Admission and parking are free. Food trucks and concessions will be available. And named at, I don't know, prices. Bring chairs and blankets for the lawn for seating and enjoy the evening. Music this week is going to be by Retro Nerds. So come on out and try your food truck lineup, which will be Manna Meats, Mr. Noodle, Good Time Sunshine Company, the treat box, cotton candy cravings, shortleaf brewery, and please note the food trucks and concessions may be subject to change without notice. So there you have it. That'd be your O'Fallon Jam and Concert Series. And tomorrow, again, Music in the Park, Twilight Tuesdays, Music in the Park, down at, out there in Cottleville Way. If you're out Cottleville Way, you might try out Twilight Tuesdays, July the 9th. They will be having their concert at Cottleville Weldon Springs Rotary Amphitheater. At Legacy Park, 5990 5th Street, Cottleville, Missouri, 63304. Join us from 6 p.m. to 8:30 p.m. for music and more in Legacy Park this year at the CWS, Cottleville Woodland Springs Rotary Amphitheater. And there are versions of various Cottleville restaurants nearby and food trucks as directly across the street from the park. And Frankie Martin's Garden. Grab dinner or a snack to go and bring your blankets and chairs. Yeah. Also, shade umbrellas as we welcome you with music this week, Wildfire. So there you have it. Twilight Tuesdays in Cottleville. These events are going to be brought to you today by Helping Hands Thrift Store and Foster Care Closet. Helping Hands Thrift Store and Foster Care Closet is located at 416 South 5th Street, right here in St. Charles, Missouri. Stop on by and get yourself a garbage bag full of clothing off the second floor, and mega deals down on the first floor, and or chomp at the diner on the first level. The top level. Chomp in at the diner. Good food, good eats. Always a treat. 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. at 416 South 5th Street, St. Charles, Missouri. Beale Street. That's right. Beale Street Concert Series. It's going to be July the 10th, which will be, Thursday? Wednesday. What in the world has happened there? Yeah. Wednesday, July the 10th. Beale Street Concert Series. I should have just looked down below. It's going to tell me anyway. There we go. The Streets of St. Charles Concert Series will the streets of St. Charles complex. You'll find Beale Street, 1650 Beale Street. That is St. Charles, Missouri, 63303. Out there behind the Quick Trip, near the site of the old Noah's Ark building, which is no longer there. Free parking is free. Price to get in is free. And 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. Free Beale Street Concert Series, the second Wednesday of each month through October from 6 a.m. from 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. Food and beverages provided by the wonderful restaurants at the Streets of St. Charles. Bring a lawn chair and or enjoy the music. Have Russo and Company. Russo and Company. No rain dates, no coolers, and no outside food and or beverages. So come on out to the social event of this year, actually social event of the month. And then for Thursday in the park, We can do it. St. Charles Municipal Band concert returning every Thursday uh, and through August the 29th. Free concerts in uh, Frontier Park at the bandstand, bandstand, at the bandstand, the JC's Pavilion. Free 7:30 p.m. recurring. Remember, weekly on Thursdays. 500 South Riverside Drive, St. Charles, Missouri. So bring your lawn chairs, blankets, family, and friends, and enjoy the outdoor concert free to the public. Ba 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 ba. July 13th will be hot summer nights out on 2nd Street. Hot Summer Nights is back in Frenchtown. Yes, join us for a summer of hot music and get time with friends and some good food or drinks. The Hot Summer Night Concert Series takes place the second Saturday in June, July, August, and September. Join us this month for Rock Night featuring All Together Now. It's a Beatles tribute band. So there you go. Join us from 6 p.m. to 10 p.m. and in the 6 to 900 block of North 2nd Street here in historic Frenchtown, St. Charles, Missouri. Music starts at 7 p.m. So there you have it. Those are your events happening up through this weekend. Also, I do believe the April 13th through December 14th, the St. Charles, the flea market in the St. Charles City Hall parking garage at 200 North 2nd Street will be here from 8 a.m. to 10 p.m., reoccurring monthly on the second Saturday each and every month. Come visit St. Charles Flea Market, a high-end flea market that is, right here in the heart of Old St. Charles. The market will incorporate the boutique style of Old St. Charles with a vintage vibe, and it will feature vendors of furniture, clothing, collectibles, antiques, and tightly curated section of jewelry, art, and crafts from local artisans and designers. And if that's not enough, there are going to be a few trucks and live music. So come on out to the local flea market here in St. Charles. Ba 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 ba. Again, that was 200 North 2nd Street. Do, 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 do. Sorry, I am starting to lose it. May as well go back. Well, oh, I see. I don't know how I got to this scene. There, that's what it was. Okie dokie, that looks like it. We're going to go ahead and cut out of here. Starting to get tired because the rain's starting to fall down out there. And it's just bringing me down. Bringing me down, 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 down. Down. Not really down, just making me tired, making me want to slip into a nice, simple sleep. You know how it is when you shut up when you're blowing. All right, shoot. Done it again. All right, hey, that's it. That's all. That's the Shen Show in a nutshell. We're going to jump on off here. So, goodbye, my friends. It's time to go. I said goodbye, my friends. It's time to go. I hate to leave you, but I really must go because I've already left you 3 times in naps. Uh, so, goodbye, my friends. Goodbye. Better little. Goodbye, my friends. Goodbye. This here has been Shen Briscoe saying hello and how are you? Thanks for tuning in to the Shen Show. And as always, you know, God loves you and so do I. So come back and see us again tomorrow because, well, God willing, we'll be here. And we hope that you are too. God bless you. Bye bye.